What's going on? My name is Chris. Welcome back to some F1 23. And today, it won't be the start of Season 2. However, today will be the start of pre-Season 2. It is finally here. The last race that we did was Abu Dhabi. And if you guys haven't watched that race, I highly recommend watching it. Probably one of the more satisfying races. Not satisfying, but it was one of the races that, in all honesty, the 2021 finale should have ended on. Let's just be real. It have ended that way, but it didn't, and it kind of blows that it didn't end the way that did. Just, not with one lap to decide it all. Yeah. Really wish that 2021's would have ended basically in the way that ours ended. But that's fine. Can't really complain about it. But just so everyone knows, just so I don't want to, burst anyone's bubble, there will be spoilers ahead. The previous F1 race that we did in Abu Dhabi. So yeah, this is your warning. Go watch the video. It'll pop up somewhere on the screen right about now or here in a couple seconds. If you guys want to go watch it, I'll even link it in the description of this video. Just so you guys can go on ahead and watch it. So, yeah, but now that the spoiler warning is over, we ended up taking home Drivers' Championship. And I basically had it to where in any first season, whoever wins the championship basically, gets added to, the amount of championships that, a certain driver wins. So, let me summarize it up a little bit better. Whoever wins the Season 1 championship, they basically won the 2023 title or whatever. Or like for F1 22, Leclerc won it. He won the 22 championship in this universe. This time around, we did it. We won the title on our first season, which was pretty cool. Leclerc fought me all the way to the end, finishing second. And funny enough, we both finished first and second in Abu Dhabi. The last lap pass that we made on Leclerc was one of the best, I think, in my opinion. Leclerc definitely had the car to win. And I really feel like even if I didn't win Abu Dhabi, and if I did get points at Britain, and Leclerc and I didn't even finish on the podium, or didn't even fight for the win, Leclerc, in my opinion, was a deserving champion. Without a doubt. And I don't want to take that away from him. I genuinely think Leclerc was a deserving champion. A lot of people think that I'm a deserving champion, which, for all of you guys to say that I am, I do appreciate that. For me, I see Leclerc as a very deserving champion. But in all honesty, we're both very deserving champions. That's the only thing we can really give a damn about, But we finished the Season 1 and 2, again, basically ending this season the way that F1 22 should have finished, with me and Leclerc, the fight going down to Abu Dhabi. And the game screwed over Leclerc. And I'm going to hold F1 22, Codemasters, and EA a big fat grudge until the end of time. Because that was ridiculous, the fact that we got robbed of that. But the final point standings are as follows. We're the champions. Leclerc second. Perez third. Russell fourth. Hamilton fifth. Verstappen sixth. It's a shock to even see Verstappen below both Mercedes. Considering the fact that he was leading the championship at one point. Sainz in P7. Alonso finished out his career in P8. He didn't even run Abu Dhabi, by the way. He literally just went home. But according to Iceman, on the Abu Dhabi video, when he was responding to a comment from myself and Sports Fan, he said that it was a bug that the contract renegotiation happened before Abu Dhabi, and basically it would happen in the first season. So basically any season after the first season, it shouldn't happen. But if it does, it's gonna be it's gonna be bad. Which I can't really complain about or anything like that. But yeah, so we didn't have Alonso, compete in Abu Dhabi. It would have been nice to have him compete in Abu Dhabi because, it makes sense. But if it's patched and it doesn't happen for the second season for whoever else retires, then might as well. But Alonso ended out his career in P8. He even garnered a win in Coda in not only the main race, but the sprint as well. And he tacked on 3 other podiums that season, or the season. He was really good. That Aston Martin was quick. Then you got Lando Norris P9, Piastri P10, Ocon 11th, Stroll 12th, Gasly 13th, Bottas 14th, Albon 15th, Hulkenberg 16th, Drugovich, who replaced Alonso in the Aston Martin, got 17th in his first race with Aston Martin. Joe 18th, Magnussen 19th, Tsunoda 20th, Lawson 21st, Sargent 22nd, Vries 23rd, and Teo Porcher 24th. So basically, Liam, Sargent, and De Vries did not score a point. However, all three of them did come close at one race or another. Lawson came so close at Vegas that I genuinely thought he was going to do it. Sargent came close in Saudi Arabia and Mexico. De Vries, on the other hand, came close in Mexico as well. And Teo came close in both Imola and Britain, but he wasn't going anywhere. He just kept slumping down. Hopefully, for the second season, Liam could do well, because we signed Liam before the end of the season. Which kind of blows, in all honesty, that we went until the season ended to do. The Constructors' standings, Ferrari won the Constructors' Championship after a long fight with Red Bull and Mercedes. Red Bull finishes second, Mercedes in third. We are in fourth, or we finished fourth, so we finished basically best of the midfield, even though we won the championship. That's fine. Aston Martin 5th, McLaren 6th, Alpine 7th, Alfa Romeo 8th, Haas 9th, Williams 10th, and AlphaTauri in P11. So yeah, that's the championship standings. And we are going to keep Liam for the second season. Got a good focus. He's got a market value of 2.5 million. We bought him. We got him again. We were able to keep him for the next season. Got an 89 rating, so the better the car gets, the higher chance he's actually going to score some points, which is going to be pretty goddamn interesting. There's going to be a lot of upgrades coming in, though, for the start of the next season. That should put us ahead of both Williams and Haas. So we're going to get a weight redistribution upgrade for the hydraulics, and then we'll get a fuel efficiency and ERS upgrades as well, which all say they should be in on the 14th of February. I think they all come in either way. But yeah, so where we ended off in aerodynamics, we basically ended off second to last on aero. Curious as to which teams are going to take the biggest hit, though, because I know a lot of teams, minus us and even Alfa Romeo, like, didn't bother getting any more upgrades in. Like, every team above us two did. So I'm curious who's going to take the biggest hit. In my opinion, it might be Aston Martin and McLaren, because they were really going at it. Ferrari and Red Bull were up there for a while, and then they slumped down. But I really do think that the top two in aero is going to get hit the worst. We ended off second worst in there. Over on the chassis side, we ended off second worst there. Kind of tied with Williams a little bit, but no regulation changes for the chassis. Engine, I can't even tell, but the last time I saw, we were the best on engine, so that's fine. And for durability, we're the worst, which is to be expected. But we just needed to fit one more part in, which is the MGK. Thank God I saw that. There we go. All those are fitted. Good to go. And now, and also the facilities, we got aerodynamics up to spec 1, chassis to spec 2, powertrain was spec 1 all season, durability spec 1, personnel became spec 2, marketing got to spec 1. It was insane. But yeah, so let's go on ahead and advance through time. Went ahead and get the race simulations and the second driver performance review for our boy.
Okay,
just to help him out a little bit for the next season.
We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Here we are, end of season. When you're finished here, you can advance to the start of the next season. This is the end of season 1. It was one hell of a journey, and let me just be honest with you, I've loved every single minute of it. Love every single minute. But yeah, let's go on ahead and finish the season. Let's see what's next for season 2. Oh wow. Finished 8th or better than the Constructors Championship, got 8.77 million for that, and 4th place in the Constructors, gets lost a lot of money. We're at 30.65 million now. That's insane. We did notch the Drivers' Championship. We got 7 wins, 4 poles, 364 points, and first in the championship. Liam did not get a single win, single pole, single point, but finished 21st in the championship. So we at least finished higher than 3 other people. One of them didn't even race. But yeah, so pretty good for Liam. But yeah, definitely gonna be interesting for season 2 because I'm expecting Liam to get some points. Really do see Liam getting points. I just don't know when it's gonna happen, but I have a feeling it's gonna happen at some random point. So here we are for the schedule. Now, I've thought about it, and for the past 2 F1 games, the second season, I've always done 23 races. But the only time that I haven't done 23 races was back in F1 2020, when I did 16 races for seasons 2 and 3. I feel that I was able to do a third season with just one 23 race season length, and then the next 2 seasons were 16 races. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go on ahead and do 16 races again. We're going to keep the first 4 races. And we are going to add Baku and Monaco. Kind of want to add in Hungary as well. I also want to add in France. Now, this is the problem when you can't do anything other than, 16 races or whatever. So, yeah. But I definitely, now this is going to be a little bit controversial, but I do not want to race at Vegas again. I'm not going to go to Vegas. I know. How unfortunate. We'll still go to tracks like Mexico and Texas. Not going to do Qatar this season. No Qatar. We're not going to do Japan either. Keep Singapore. Monza, Belgium, pretty good. We'll keep Britain, even though it can be a bit of a pain in the ass at times. We'll keep Austria, Canada. Let's see. I do want to keep Spain. I do like Spain. I feel like we can do a whole lot in Spain now. Imola, we really didn't go to in real life F1, so we're going to take away Imola. And there's another track that we're going to have to take away. Actually, you know what? So, we're actually not going to go to Saudi Arabia this season. I feel that we can at least take 1 year off of going to Saudi Arabia. Remove Saudi, which puts us at those 16 tracks. Now, I do like Miami. Don't really know if I do want to go there. However, I do see all these other tracks that we can't go to. Belgium, I definitely still want to go to. Monza, you got to keep. Qatar, I thought about Qatar for a little bit, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go there. Yeah. I think for one season, we'll get rid of Abu Dhabi, just for one season. And we'll actually put on... Should we put on Saudi Arabia? I know Saudi's a really, really, really good track for us. I don't feel like going there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tack on the Netherlands. And there we go. We have a 16 race calendar filled out. We'll start in Bahrain. We'll go down to Australia, Baku, Miami, Monaco, Spain, Canada, Austria, Britain, Belgium, Netherlands, Monza, Singapore, Texas, Mexico, and Brazil. So it's going to be a pretty lengthy stretch between Singapore and Texas. Pretty lengthy stretch between Britain and Belgium. And not so lengthy stretch from Bahrain to Australia, or down to Baku, or down to Monaco with Miami. So I think this will work. That'll be our schedule. And if we need to change anything, then so be it. We'll change some stuff around. But let me know if you guys want to see more 16 race schedules for years to come, or if you guys want me to do another 23 race season length. Thinking about for the final season, I might do another 23 seasons, or another 23 race schedule for like the final season. We'll get to that, but yeah, maybe not right now. But yeah, so this is the schedule. This works. Let's advance to the next project. We're back on the create your team. Now, for me, it'll stay the same as per usual. Name, country, avatar, audio name, all that stuff. Hold it in emails I'm not going to disclose. Team details, though, I will. We'll exclude, or I will say something about that. So we have PepsiCo Racing Incorporated as the name, which is what it's going to stay as. Now let's go down to the sponsors, because this is the big change, and this is something I think I forgot to do last season. We'll go here. We have more sponsors now. So we have PSD, which is as a team achieved 5 points finishes during the season. Atlantic, which is finished 6th or better in the Constructors Championship, which is possible. Quest earned 25 Constructors Championship points in the season. Compass earned 100 Constructors Championship points in the season. Duotone, as a team, achieved 5 point finishes during the season. RGB earned 300 Constructors Championship points in the season. And DSB Optics is finished 3rd or better in the Constructors Championship. Now, looking at our options here, I really do think that we could attempt to score 300 points. 300 Constructors Championship points, as a matter of fact. As if Liam can score, like, almost instantaneously. I think he can. But I also don't want to take that chance. So we're going to go on ahead and we're going to do DSB Optics, which is finished 3rd or better in the Constructors Championship, which will give us a goal bonus of 14.85 mil and a weekly income of $742.5 thousand. Now, those will increase with each team acclaim level, so obviously those will go up. So DSB Optics, well, now, engine-wise, we were with Red Bull Powertrains. We do have, and basically we have the strongest engine. However, Mercedes now is the strongest performance-wise, but weaker durability-wise. And Renault's just Renault. I think we're going to do Red Bull for a second season, just mainly because I don't want to switch engine suppliers. So we're going to go ahead and do Red Bull Powertrains for a second season. We'll have Liam, all that stuff. We got DSB Optics, which is good. And Delivery Select, Team Branding, I really don't think I can up to the color of the yellow that I already have. So it's pretty much just going to be the same no matter what I do. Team colors will be the same as always. And, yeah. So I'm going to go on ahead and put in the new livery, the new fire suits, and I'll see you guys in the next menu, or whatever is next, pretty much. Alright, so for the second year running, for some reason, whenever you go into your second season, it doesn't whole, revealing of the car like it used to do. So, it just kind of shows it. I'm fine with that, but, hope you guys are ready to see Season 2 car that we got going on here. So, I kind of took a little bit of inspiration from last season's car, which I'm very thankful about that car. I'm so happy I won a title in that car. It was beautiful, it was amazing. But now is going to be an upgraded version, kind of upgraded in quotations, of our previous F1 car. Hope you guys are ready for it. I think it looks pretty cool. I want to know what you guys think. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Bam. This is the car we're going to be running for the second season on F1 23. I think it's a pretty cool looking car. We obviously got the number 1 this time around for being world champions, which is pretty cool. Now, we didn't have to use number 1. It was kind of a choice that we could make if we wanted to use number 1, if we wanted to, be known as number 1 or not have number 1. So we basically took Max's number, which is fine. But yeah, I mean, we got the car back, which is pretty freaking cool. And, yeah, I think it looks pretty freaking awesome. On track, it might look better than what it does here. But yeah, so I like the way it turned out. I really do. Now for the overalls, there's something a little bit different. Going ahead, go to contracts. There they are. We basically kind of went back to how I bet to the old fire suits and them being blue and everything like that. We got a brand new helmet as well, which is pretty freaking amazing. And yeah, so kind of we basically got an upgrade to what we had last season, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So now I guess we'll go on ahead and lay out the activities, which we'll go on ahead and give driver training camp for a boy. And then we'll go on ahead and get a pre-merchandise sale going. That is pretty much about all we can actually do. I just now realized. We actually really don't need the extra million now that I think about it. That's not at all what I wanted to do. What the fuck? Okay. Driver training camp, and I definitely want to get on aero and chassis this season, so focus on aero and chassis. There we go. And 1 extra day. Can't leave that front. No messages or anything like that about Fernando's retirement. We do have enough money to put aerodynamics and powertrain into Spec 2. We'll go on ahead and dump $3.5 million into the quality control. And then we'll even get a resource point generation for that. We'll even get a resource point generation for chassis. We'll get pace stat upgrade for Liam. Then we'll head down here to power, get this to Spec 2. And head over here to marketing and activities. We're going to go ahead and dump $5 million and get the activities management. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. We got all these upgrades coming in. And they're all going to come in before the season even begins. Doesn't seem like any team really got hit hard. Williams and us moved up, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, let's actually see what kind of teams got hit the most from this. So, McLaren and Aston Martin did not move an inch. Pretty interesting to think. But they literally did not move an inch. In aerodynamics, at least. We got the hydraulics upgrade, which is pretty cool. So that puts us ahead of AlphaTauri. Williams actually did really good. Chassis side of things. Damn. Engine, we got both of those in. Can't really see where we're at on engine. And we got upgrades completed, and we unlocked some more upgrades. We were able to keep 4 of these, which is pretty cool. And I can actually get this one for free. So, give it to me. And yeah, a lot of teams took a hit with durability. Sheesh. Like every single team. Minus us. Every single freaking team. But yeah, so take a look at the progress. We did move up. Aston Martin flatlined, so now McLaren is actually now the best team. Mercedes jumped Ferrari and Red Bull. Ferrari is now ahead of Red Bull. Williams jumped Haas by a lot. Alpine is up by a lot. And AlphaTauri actually jumped Alfa Romeo, which is actually pretty interesting to say the least. So, yeah. But now let's go on ahead and look at the driver transfers for this season. We'll go on ahead and start with Alfa Romeo first. Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu are maintained at Alfa Romeo, so no change there. Over on AlphaTauri, Yuki Tsunoda and Nick DeVries are still the duo over there. Alpine still has Ocon and Gasly. Aston Martin will have Stroll and Drugovich for the season. Leclerc and Sainz are maintained by Ferrari. Magnussen and Hülkenberg are maintained by Haas. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri will drive for McLaren. Hamilton and Russell will drive for Mercedes. Perez and Verstappen will race for Red Bull. Albon and Sargent will still race for Williams. And obviously Liam Lawson will still race for us. So, a little bit annoyed that not really a whole lot has happened driver transfer-wise. But, hey, it's okay. It is fine. So yeah, we're now back down to 22 drivers. New one being Felipe Drugovich. Now the season is reset. 16 race schedule. And now we're going to go on ahead and see how all this will end. So, yeah, I'm excited for this season, and hopefully you guys are as well. And, yeah, number 1. I'm going to obviously change the sponsors a little bit, just so it gives a little bit more pizzazz, because last season I really wasn't able to do that, but I'll definitely try. But I want to thank you guys all so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification down below for more. Next race is the Bahrain Grand Prix. Obviously not going to advance through time because I'm not in my sim rig right now, but I will do that when we get to Season 2 and all that stuff. So, yeah. It'll be lots of fun. It'll be a fun season. Got number 1. Let's go get it, boys. Thank you guys so much. My name is Chris. I'm out. I'll see you later. Have a good day. Peace out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Thank you guys so very much, and goodbye.